Locked up at age 8? By her own parents? If that won't mess you up. Lily Cloud here, founder of Bluefeet, where I help people tap into the power of their very own awesomeness so they can make their part of the world, and maybe even the whole world, a better place. Now, let's tap into some power. Today's power woman started out confined in a cloistered monastery, but went on to make her way in the world of men way back in the 12th century, back when no woman got any RSPECT. It was medieval times, for real. This may not sound like a great childhood, but actually being in a monastery was about the only place a woman could get an education in those days. And that was a good thing, because today's power woman, Hildegard of Bingen, was a genius. If she were alive today, she'd be a MacArthur Fellow for sure. That's how creative and brilliant she was. Right up there with Lin-Manuel Miranda, Rhiannon Giddens, people who are changing the world. One of the things Hildegard wanted to change was corruption. She wrote letters to church officials and even went on a preaching tour of Germany with this message. Hey, church fathers. Of course, they're all men. Quit worrying so damn much about making money and get back to providing spiritual sustenance like Jesus. Hildegard would have been a Renaissance woman, except she was born before the actual Renaissance. She wrote 9 books, 70 poems, 72 songs, and a play. She was a theologian, composer, holistic healer, and herbalist, and as if that weren't enough, she was also the elected leader of her community of nuns, which was attached to a monastery for men. Hildegard was connected right to the source. She'd been having visions since age 5, so she trusted when God told her something. When God said, "You girls need your own place. Go build another monastery over in that other town," Hildegard was on it. The guys in the monastery were not too crazy about this idea, officially because of some rule, but really because by this time Hildegard was famous. Losing her meant losing money and talent. After all, who wants to come to a monastery with no celebrity? When the abbot declined Hildegard's proposal to move, she went over his head, straight to the archbishop. Ever had to do that? When you know something is right, sometimes that's what you gotta do. The abbot still wasn't having it, and according to one source, Hildegard ended up paralyzed in bed with an illness she says she got because God was so unhappy with the situation. Finally, after that, the abbot relented. Hildegard and her nuns got their own place. Now, I'm not suggesting you lay down immobile, blocking the door of the boss's office next time you don't get your way. But I do think you should be like Hildegard, tapped deep into the source, God, the universe, true nature, whatever you call it, and let that guide you to what you know is right. That is what power women do, even when it's hard and scary. That's why they're so powerful. Okay, this next quote is profound, so pay close attention and soak it in. Dare to declare who you are. It is not far from the shores of silence to the boundaries of speech. The path is not long, but the way is deep. You must not only walk there, you must be prepared to leap. More power women to come. Subscribe to the Bluefeet channel so you don't miss a single one.